got it. Hold on 1 second. You David Wood?
I'm David Wood. Nice to meet you, bud. We got our visitors here. Come on in. Oh, Lordy.
How are you doing, Tommy?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
John Riley. Who's this with you?
It's my little boy.
I thought we were going to leave. Have you got another one?
No.
I thought you didn't want to talk about it in front of him, but
Well, that's
he may
fine.
not.
I'm not at home. He doesn't want to know.
Yeah, no, that's right.
If you need to leave him around, he ain't gonna bother me none.
Good to see you.
I'm the animal control director.
Yes, sir.
My guy's the one that got dispatched out to Plum Ridge.
Yeah, no, that's right.
I mean, I can tell you the ugly details if you want them. It's an ugly one, so I want to make sure before I start yapping and telling you them, you know.
Well, the ugly part I saw is the head was gone.
It was.
Is
But
that
let me
is that how animal control does things?
Well, we don't. But as a matter of fact, the only dog I've ever shot was that one.
That's the only,
Yeah.
I'll add,
That
the only
your
one that I'm
dog
aware of in the county. So.
was flat. And I'm not saying
Oakley, come here.
dress it up.
Go get him.
I mean, the dog was in bad shape, man.
Well,
Never bone in its body. Its back was broken. Its ribs were broken. Back legs didn't work. Front leg was tore to 1,000 pieces. By the time James got caught out, 2:30, 3 o'clock roughly, they went out there. Literally had to almost heal the dog up. He brought him to my house. It didn't take long to figure out stuff that went way south. The dog was screaming its head off, blood everywhere. It was a damn mess. It wasn't a deal where I was like, oh, well, I'm going to get my shotgun and shoot him. I don't carry a gun. I don't like guns.
I'm gonna ask you another question.
Go ahead, bud.
Did a veterinarian center want to fix that dog, and y'all refused it?
Well, no, we had no vets open.
What
It was
was that
Sunday
animal?
night. There's Blue Pearl out
Yep.
on. We could have picked that dog up and took it to Blue Pearl.
Well, that's what I want to know.
Your
Why
dog
didn't that
was
happen?
in such bad shape and screaming its head off. And
No, I understand that, but
I mean, I don't want to upset your wife. I know it. What's bad is at my house, I've got 4 Chihuahuas running around. My wife runs out there. She's like, "Oh my God!" And I'm like, "Yeah, oh my God."
Well, who else is working in y'all's office?
It's me and James. He's my animal
All
controller.
right, James told me the dog wasn't that bad. He said you made a bad call. Is exactly what he told me.
James said that?
James?
Exactly what he
That's
told
not
me.
what he's told me.
No, he's not told me that either.
He called me and told me that
See,
he thought the dog could have lived if the dog went to the
No, that wasn't
doctor.
James. I'm positive.
I can promise you it was James.
If you got the phone number, I can tell you.
I will definitely.
But but believe me, that was not the case. The dog was last legs, man. As a matter of fact, the dog, while me and James are talking, the dog would lay down and close its eyes, and I was like, okay, it's dead. And then we would open the cage, and she'd pop up a little bit and just start screaming. Man, I'm telling you, it was unbearable.
Man,
She didn't like to be with other people.
that dog has been in our family ever since a puppy.
Right.
She has carried that dog
Yep.
up and down the
Yep.
steps to go to the bathroom.
And believe me, I'm not questioning anything like that. My question is, what time did y'all notice the dog was
And
gone?
my question is, what kind of procedure y'all got?
Well,
Because I thought that dog was supposed to be put in a freezer instead of dumped in that dumpster
we
back here.
put it in the dumpster back here. I have one freezer, and I can't cross-contaminate medicines, dogs, whatever. Anytime I've had to shoot wildlife, I always take it and put it back there in that dumpster until I can get fish and wildlife to come out. Well, I put it in there. My plan was the next morning, get up, start scanning for chips, start
So
figuring
y'all
out.
didn't scan for no
We
chip?
couldn't scan it for a chip. We were out on Normandy when all this went down. And like I say, I would have scanned it for a chip, but we didn't have a chip reader out there. And again, man, your dog is screaming in a puddle of blood.
Well, when a dog gets run over, they gonna scream.
Oh,
and
yeah.
a Chihuahua's got a big mouth, bigger than the problem.
Yep.
So you could whoop her
again,
butt and she would scream.
Right. This one, believe me, I know. I got 4 of them. This one, the back was a ridge line. The back was broken. The legs had 0 feeling. The tail had 0 feeling. The reason why I know that is I opened up the cage and I'm feeling, trying to figure everything out. The ribs busted. I mean, this dog was bad. And honestly, I was going to go back Monday morning, get the dog, and bring it over to the shelter or somewhere in that area. You know, I can't bring that dog in there with all the dogs I have down there too. They're going to go nuts. And if I keep it outside, the cats are going to get in it. I don't want that. So I went back over to get it. Well, the bag had been ripped open, and you know, there was a lovely gentleman taking pictures and doing this and doing that, which is fine. You know, hey, right on. You feel you need to do that, do it. But then I couldn't find the dog after that, and they came and picked it up. We had plans to take the dog and get it cremated. We do not dispose of dogs in dumpsters. That's not how we do it.
Well, why did it happen here?
We had to put it somewhere to keep the wild animals, the cats, and any kind of strays from getting a hold of
She
it.
was the sweetest.
It was not. Oh, I'm sure. You know, the whole time I was dealing with the dog, I mean, I knew it was somebody's dog. I knew.
You won't find anybody
Right.
that cares any more about dogs than that man right
Right.
there or me.
We
I mean,
fixed-
our
if
dogs, my wife
Yep.
and I.
Yeah, that's what I can't understand why that dog didn't go to the vet.
Because it was that broken and it was screaming at the top of it. It was
I
obvious,
told
the
you,
pain.
a dog gonna scream.
Okay, when the back is broken and I can see it, and the ribs are broken, and the legs, the front leg is broken to 1,000 pieces, the dog couldn't even get up out of the road after it got hit.
I didn't even see no mud. I mean,
James said
Well,
he
you
took
look
a
for-
picture of the
Can I see the blood?
But
James has got pictures. I didn't take pictures. I was the guy. I was at home with my wife and my grandkids, running around the yard, and had to
Wow.
stop what I was doing.
I like to see the pictures.
Right, well, I mean, you are more than welcome. I mean, Mr. Tracer took a bunch of pictures. You're welcome to look at all of them. But there wasn't no, we're gonna take it to the vet and it's gonna be magically cured. As a matter of fact, I went through this
I
not
guarantee
even
you,
a
I
month
know
and
it
a
ain't
half.
gonna be magic here, but you know,
It would've
if
gave
you're,
me a
I'll tell you what,
Right.
dude, that dog was like her family.
Right, and I'm not even questioning
Man.
that.
If your daughter gets run over, you gonna shoot her, or you gonna try to fix her? Come on.
You know, look, in fact, I've had to do as county judge a thorough investigation on what happened and what the circumstances were, and, you know, and I can tell you that the fellow that, I don't know whether you brought him here or he happened to be
I don't know
here.
where
I'm
who
gonna
he
tell you
is.
something. That man has got one mission in mind, and that is to be destructive and destroy, okay? That's, well, a lot of what you're getting is what you've read that he's done, okay? And that's why I felt it was important for you to talk to David.
Right, because we're not trying to run
No,
some
because
scheme
I'm
out.
telling
We're not
you.
trying to lie to nobody.
Well,
You know,
one of the
we
things
just don't do that.
concern me is, you know, is that in the statute, I looked at the statute, the Kentucky Revised Statute, and it talks about use of gunshot as for
Method of
euthanasia,
killing, yeah.
okay? I'll be happy to give you a copy of this statute.
I already had a copy of it.
Do you? Okay,
Yeah,
well, then
we-
you know then. It
yeah.
says that
We did not want to do this.
gunshot
I
shall not
haven't-
be used.
I don't,
Hang on.
go ahead.
Gunshot shall not be used as a routine method of euthanasia in animal shelter settings. We don't. This is the first time since I've been judge,
Yeah.
or even when I was a magistrate, from back to 07. I've never. I mean, this is the first time this has really ever come up.
Well,
So
dude,
it's not a matter. We don't. This is not a matter of routine. You know, that's what we do. It's not. Okay, but it says the prohibition shall not apply in animal shelters if an animal presents a threat to the health or safety of anyone lawfully in the premises. The prohibition against gunshot shall not apply to peace officers or animal control outside of the animal shelter setting. And it says, if an animal, and it has 3 conditions, I'm sure you probably read this, cannot be seized, presents a threat, or has an injury or physical condition which causes the animal to suffer, and that's the premise.
That's where I went with. I mean, that animal
Yeah,
was
but
suffering.
the owner is supposed to get the dog back.
But we didn't know.
We had no idea who the dog owner was. There was no collar, there was no tag, there was no nothing. You know, we were in a bad spot, man. You gotta understand, you know, we wasn't in an office talking, you know, we're, you know, in the yard trying to figure out what we're gonna do with this dog. And that, unfortunately, was the best option. I did not want to do it.
Well,
I killed nothing for years.
this is the thing I see. If this dog got run over right here in front of my house, my opinion, you should have went back to my house and
I
knocked
don't
on
know
the
Where
door.
your house is.
Yeah.
We don't know who you all are.
Yeah, but whoever picked the dog up knew where the dog would live.
No. Yeah, we got a call just out of the blue. Hey, you know, there's a dog hit and it's flopping around in the road.
Is James over at the shelter?
He's running a dog. He's up at the vet. But yeah, you know, it wasn't a matter of we could just pick the dog up and go to your house. You know, we didn't know where the dog belonged. We had no idea.
Man, I drive a truck every day.
Right.
I'm out there every day working.
Right.
If I see a dog hit, I'm gonna go to the house where the dog's
Right.
at
Right.
and knock on the door. Hey, is this y'all's dog out here?
Again, this dog was not. What's your address, sir?
I live right on Plum Ridge.
Yeah, and this dog was not in
He
front
said
of
it
your
was-
house.
As I recall, James said it was just past the bridge.
Right.
And that's where I live at, just
Yep.
past the bridge.
Well, you know, we can't go door to door, especially with a screaming dog. And again, we had no idea. If you'd have had a collar with a tag on it, man, I'd have gone straight to your house, or James would have.
She never did want to wear one.
Right,
She was always by my side.
right,
She followed me like a little pup.
Right,
I mean, if your
right.
wife had some, she
right.
knows.
We got
We
four.
got little tiny footprints following me all
Yeah.
over the road, all over in the yard, in the
Right.
house, everywhere. And I could put a jacket on her. She
Right.
would get that off.
Right,
Really?
right.
I
Yeah,
mean,
believe me, we're not questioning the wins, the ifs, and the hows. It's just,
No, and
we've got a dog that's bleeding and its back is broken, its front leg is broken, it's screaming its damn head off. It wasn't like, I know what you're talking about, you
So
spank them and they squeal.
was the dog skin up?
The dog did not look good. It was real bad. If I sit here and told you, yeah, it was skin up, I'd be lying, because when we took the cage out, it's screaming like hell. James grabbed the front of it, and I grabbed the back trying to stabilize it so we weren't swinging it or nothing. And then we took it down there and put it in the back of my house. I sent my grandkids and my wife in the house and handled the business. I did not want, like I say, I don't even carry a gun doing my job. The only reason a gun was involved is because your dog was suffering so bad.
Plum Creek. It's the Google, when I Googled it.
I couldn't shoot a dog like that.
Oh, I didn't want to, but again, the dog's sitting there screaming, you know, like somebody stabbing it, and they were. It's ribs on this side.
Man, you know, I don't bother nobody. I've been in here this town all my life. I ain't not one time have I been in trouble, 'cause I work every day.
Oh, I don't doubt you.
Work every day.
Don't doubt your bit.
But animal control, I thought animal control was for the animal.
We are. We find and fix dogs all over this county. Your dog could not be fixed, and the dog is screaming and bleeding. Honestly, I could have left it lay there to scream, and it would have died on its own. But I'm not gonna. That's torture.
I mean,
if you
that's
ask
like
me.
we've been walking up and down the road,
Right.
walking in the field,
Right.
just trying to find her,
Right.
you know.
That's the thing. If you'd had a tag or a collar, I would have come straight to your house. Because honestly, I tell people all the time, I'm animal control. I don't want dogs coming to dog jail. I don't want dogs in my shelter. But guess what? As soon as we find them and they're sick or whatever, we take them straight in. We caught a lab today with a bad leg. We took it straight to the vet, and it's sitting down at the shelter now. This was not well, I don't like the Lewises, screw that. You know, I don't even know y'all.
I don't know.
You know, that's it. And this was not in any way malicious. This was done to ease the dog's suffering, because it was torture.
Can I
Yeah.
ask a favor? Okay. Can we go back in Doug's on?
Sure.
Okay, listen.
I'm about ready to roll out here.
Well,
Well,
I just wanted to make sure you heard the truth from the guy who was involved with it. I mean, this is the word from the man who I was involved with it from
Yeah,
the start.
but I mean, you look like you had it in a freezer, man.
Don't let that man do this. I mean, he's right outside the door. He's trying to get upset. And
I've been upset.
Go faster. Whoa. Holy
Holy
crap.
Make it more than it
You
is.
are fast.
No, dude, it's a whole lot. I mean, I ain't saying that guy did nothing. He ain't say nothing to me.
I don't say nothing. I'm just telling
I
you
ain't say nothing.
exactly what happened. I mean, what happened. It was ugly. I was right there. It was the worst, or it was the best bad decision that could be made. That poor dog was just miserable. If you'd have seen him,
I had your partner tell me that you made a bad call.
somebody called you and told
I'm
me.
gonna talk to him because
And
that's
he
not-
called me.
Right, yeah, see, how's he gonna get your phone number? We don't even know you.
He called me.
The two of them sat right here in my
Yeah.
office, and that's not what he said.
No, it wasn't James that called you either.
Yeah. I knew his name was James when I come over here.
Yeah.
Can I have that paper, please?
That's the statute.
Yeah, I like to have it. I appreciate for y'all good service.
Yeah, we're not out here running no stuff. Everything I told you is the dead honest
This
truth.
guy right here, I can just assure you, there's nobody that in this county that cares more about dogs, and he's proven that over. He's been up there a little over a year.
Yeah, I don't,
My wife and I, our dogs are our kids.
yeah.
Yeah.
My
Just like
wife
your own
accidentally,
You know,
family.
my wife accidentally ran
I,
over one of our
you
minutes.
know what?
couldn't
I talked to you too. You told me he hadn't been here that long.
That's the new guy, my new guy's
Oh, yeah,
been with us
James.
about a
And
month.
you said that he didn't know every procedure it was.
That's why I had him come over to let me evaluate the dog. Because I have been through it, and I do know the procedures, and
So you shot it, but he's the one that picked it up.
he picked it up, yeah. And, you know, James,
He did exactly what he was
he
supposed
did
to do.
exactly what he was supposed to do. Anything any decision that was made by me. James had nothing to do with it.
All right, hey, I appreciate it, guys.
I don't
believe it.
Well, it's true.
I don't believe it. They lying, trying to cover the tracks.
We tried to come in there with you.
I know they wouldn't let you.